work that the former IGP did. Like he has said, he expanded the force. And he never only expanded the force, but he created a pro-people force for the first time. You all know how police force was with the public. This time round, people were, and I'm not the only one. He also got some issues and he goes to police. I don't know where he takes his.
Frank,
let me show you this. Let me show you Uganda. Let me make my point. So, for one to base here and say that he created a police force for political purposes. By the way, there is no way how we can separate the two. First of all, this is a force that is keeping order, law and order. And there are some hazards you cannot avoid. There is nobody that you will arrest and will like being arrested. Especially
by goons.
But especially there is you will call them goons because you are in wrong. If you go to Ruzira today, everyone who is there has a reason. No, you made the. I was quiet. You made you.
Just an information.
Get the paper. You help him. Give the paper and he writes down.
I think you have the break
no.
to contain it. Okay. You first make your point.
If you went to Ruzira today, everyone there who is there now claims to be innocent, and that's the same applies to these people here.
Until proved guilty.
Yes, but you are a suspect.
And that is the law.
You are a suspect. That will not. You must be a. You are first of all you are arrested. You cannot be arrested. They can. Why didn't they arrest you? They arrested him because he was in the wrong. He was in the action. Now until you also prove yourself innocent. So what I'm saying is that there are some hazards you cannot avoid when you are doing a job. When you are digging, you have got to in Uganda they call it amabavu. You have got to meet some hazards on the job. So I think some of what we could see or blame with General Kayihura are job hazards too. Another thing is if he was given a fair hearing, then we would know who committed what and who didn't commit this. First, for example, because we have an act here that regulates police. If a policeman commits an offense, he's individually responsible for that offense. And we have several policemen like the ones you mentioned here, Agassi, Nixon and others, who are now facing charges of the offenses they committed individually. So if you are talking of a certain mayor in Kamwenge, there are some people who are indicted for that. They are who are arraigned for committing that offense, and it's allowed in our police here. And even a person from outside. Any person can, for example, yesterday, I had the chairperson of the chairman of the law society was saying that they are going to do what? To charge individuals who are arresting some people who are being rearrested after the court. So we have that arrangement here. You can take advantage of it, and then you show it. So if Kayihura was given fair hearing, you wouldn't be all. This letter would be no more.
All right.
Yes.
You is watching the show. It is STV in the box, and you can be part of this by going onto our social media platforms. Facebook, we are live, and then leave there your comment, and then our studio lines are going to be on your screen. You can call in and ask the gentleman any question. I have one from the People Power, and I have one from the ruling party, NRM. Now, one question as we exit away from this topic. Is there something you say besides the repatriation of the Rwandese nationals? Are there other things you agree on the allegations by the United States?
Because I've been, no, most of, because I'm sorry, maybe you may say, because I'm not satisfied with how they have been, even before all this circus with the Kareka Ihura. I haven't been agreeing with how they apply their restrictions, their laws, and whatever.
So I've given don't agree with
yes, the only thing maybe because it's not mentioned there, but what I was not happy with is how these guys were repatriated to Rwanda, and they are now being mistreated in Rwanda, and that is if they are still alive. That's where I had disagreement with my former general, and we haven't had, but it is maybe they are in court. He's in court, by the way. He's before the court martial, so he will explain it. That's how will I maybe how will I get satisfied with
away from Kahula. No, just we are running out of time. We have another topic to discuss. The conversation is going to go on our social media platforms, and we have time for our viewers to phone in and ask different questions. Now we have another story to talk about. Over the weekend, members of the opposition that included People Power, we had Bobby Wine there, we had the FDC represented by Patrick Amriat Oboe, we had the People's Government, Anti-Alliance for National Transformation represented by General Mugisha Muntu, we had opposition leader Dr. Kiza Besigye uniting forces in favor of a women MP, that is Asinasi Nyakato, who is in race with the NRM, that is Harris Businje Mugeni, representing the NRM. I think I should start with from NRM side. What do you make of this unit? Are you scared? Do you feel like there's some force coming for you?
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all, because I know it's a short term. These guys will never agree.
What do you mean short term?
We have had oftentimes we have seen these guys. If you have been so keen, you should have noticed that FDC, whenever FDC is on a weaker side, they will stick to their weak person. We saw it in Chotera, we saw it in Bujiri, we saw it in Chadondo, we saw it in Arua. And whenever these people power, because these people power have never had any candidate, they just go with any popular candidate in an area
and make a king.
No, he's already a king already. They go for a popular person. They do not make one. Like they went for Basari. He was already popular. Who would have? No, in the area. No, he's the only one that. First of all, in Hoima there, all along in Hoima town, we haven't been having good support there. But I know all the same we are going to defeat them, because I know we are going.
You're sure you're going to defeat?
Yes, we are going. I've been there. I know we are going to defeat them. But I wanted to make my point. I wanted to show you that their unity is just for convenience. Today they are united today, but just let you wait for time when it will come for the president, the presidential candidate. They are so egocentric. These people are so egocentric. They will never agree on that. I know them.
So even when the president wins, they will never agree to that.
In presidential elections, they will never, because Bobby Wine this Chiza Besigye cannot be under anyone. Cannot be under anyone. That's why he refused General Muntu, yet he knew General Muntu was a better option, a better alternative, but he resisted him. He cannot allow this to a weaker person like Bobby Wine to be under a weaker person. First, and there is another issue in Karamoja, in Kabong.
Yes, where they.
That's why I'm telling you, these people These people only go for where they know they have some support. They only go for already popular candidates in an area. You ask them, he will answer you, why didn't they go? To the extent that their candidate failed left alone and withdrew. There is nothing, she's not giving reasons why she withdrew. She withdrew because these people feared to step there, like they feared to step where? In Nebi and other areas, in Shema, in Ibanda, everywhere. So whenever they will only go in areas where they have support. They will never go where they know they can.
Over the weekend, your team as the opposition, I know you subscribe to People Power, and you once represented the Young Democrats, and I believe you still subscribe there, though I didn't see Norbert Mao in Hoima. Now, Adiak Nalibe from Gabon, yes, Gabon, representing from FDC, pulls out, saying that you have all gathered energy and efforts in Hoima and you have not come to Gabon. What is not happening?
Yeah, first and foremost, you need to understand the thing very well, including my brother Frank. Let me start with Hoima. In Hoima as People Power, for us we are building the spirit of unity. That's why, since Honorable Dwayne came into the political scene, he never said that this is my candidate. Even if he has a lot of support and he have many agents on the ground, among those people, he can identify one person to represent People Power as an independent candidate. But he gives parties a chance to identify a candidate and we support that one. Because there is no meaning why in Hoima, Nyakato can nominate and you nominate another what? Because they are going to serve the same purpose. Okay? That's why we decided to support, even if it is a candidate for FDC in terms of numerical strength. But for us, our target is that victory. Even if we don't benefit in terms of numerical strength in the parliament, but that victory. Okay?
Speaking about the victory, we saw different powers being portrayed. We saw People Power, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, overshadowing. His voice was high. And then we saw Mugisha Muntu and Dr. Kiza Besigye. So, and that reminds me of what you people have been advocating for, fronting one person against General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Does that tell something?
Yes,
that they should, actually, does that pull out one name?
The unity, the process of singling out one presidential candidate starts from this kind of activities. This time we say that we are not going to sit in Serena. Like the other time of TDA, they sat in Katomi, in the boardroom like this studio, 15 to 20 people talking on behalf of the entire country. This time round we are saying that let's go in the people. Okay?
The people will choose.
The people will appoint someone. Will appoint that no, Chagulanyi is by far Dr. Besigye first wait. Oh, Dr. Besigye, let's give you the last chance.
Do you see
that position must be reached by the population, and that's what is going on. It was seen in Jinja in the campaign of Mwiu. The voice was very, very hard in Ujiri municipality. It was the same in Arua. The same will be observed in Hoima. Let me go to Gabon. Gabon, on Tuesday last week, I was mandated. I was given a full mandate, together with other senior colleagues, to travel to Gabon. I left in Kampala at 5. It's 700 kilometers from Kampala. By 1:30 p.m. I was in Napak. Unfortunately, I was involved in an accident because the road is still under construction. I slept in Ariri a place called Yariri in Napaka district. In the morning, I got some volunteer and tried to prepare my car. I proceeded up to Moroto. I reached Moroto, I got a serious garage and repaired my car. I traveled to Kotido, 120 kilometers from Moroto to Kotido. I reached there, I traveled to Kabong, 90 kilometers. And those are, you see this road is like a Usawara road. Those are the roads that is there in Karamoja. By the time I reached, I spent 24 hours traveling to Kabong. I reached in Kabong. I failed to access where our candidate is, together with my team. Okay? We looked for her. We looked for the campaign team. We looked for our advance team because we had an advance team there. They spent there for a week. The news which we started hearing that is in Moroto, in a meeting with what? With the President Museveni. Because President Museveni was in Moroto with President Uhuru. They were sorting out the issue of Karamajongs and the Tukanas from the other side. So, by the time President Museveni left Moroto, he finished compromising our what? Our candidate.
She says she only got 500,000 from FDC.
Those are issues of FDC.
The posters were not even
those are issues of
so
FDC.
What do you expect from that?
For me, I'm not a member of FDC.
And what way?
For me, I'm talking as a people power, as a partner what? As a friendly force. I went there as in the same. Then
you should take up all the responsibilities.
Yes, I did. With some
Did you inform about her grievances?
Which are grievances?
She had grievances saying that
those
she
are
only
issues.
got 500,000.
For us, because on Thursday last week, Bob Wine was supposed to be there. So I went there with my team to organize the coming of our principal.
All that is the sign of disorganization.
To amplify the Kabongo campaign. But by the time we reached on the ground, the madam was compromised already. And I cannot deceive you, I've never seen that woman anywhere.
Hello? All right.
I don't even
we have a call online. We have a call online. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Engineer Sava.
Yes.
My name is Engineer Sava.
Yes, Sava.
I'm the National Youth Coordinator.
Yes.
Of NRM.
Yes. Your question?
One, I would like to thank my brother Frank for that spirit of patriotism and seeing that the achievements of the party are consolidated.
Welcome.
We don't want to spend, I'm not going to ask any question, just want to compliment or say something. Our party is going to concentrate on infrastructure, peace and development. We don't want to take much time on those FDCs and people power, because people power, they don't have a mission, they don't have a vision for the country. They are only on bandwagons. They run after the other, abusing and insulting. That colleague is my friend. They are young people. We are still calling upon them to come and join NRM. That's why they see their candidate is joining NRM with a vision. I think people of Karamoja, Kabong and other areas want to see their areas with peace. They want to see infrastructure development. What do they have infrastructure development? Somebody was saying he drove from Kampala to where he was 24 hours. We are working on infrastructures. What do you want that lady to do if you don't have any vision? She has to come and join the party that has a vision, that is the narrative. So my humble appeal to our colleagues in people power, one, let's consolidate, let's be peaceful. Let us try to build our country as a team. Matters when people power or in.
All right, that is Sava. He's calling upon you to consolidate and work with NRM. Another caller, as we are saying bye-bye.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Your name?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yes, the Chikwamban show. Your name and where you calling from? You are a nice man.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, oyina kyobuuza oba kyowabula?
Kakati abasajja ba NRM abo. Eso, madeni nyambe omusajja wa NRM balekerawo okubuzabuzanga abantu.
Kakati tukutegedde abasajja bakugambulekera kubuzabuza. One last lucky one as we walk out of the studio. STV, good evening. Alright, if there's no one calling, then we should mulekera kubuzabuza abantu Frank.
I'm not sure of what he's talking about to Zavan, but what I know is that we have